Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
When I think of ICC, I think about home.
The moment I stepped on campus, I knew it was a perfect fit.
It helped me find my true self.
It has opened doors for me that I didn't even know existed.
Everyone here wants you to succeed.
I was able to get involved here and make a real difference.
I've met my closest friends here.
There's something for everyone to be involved with.
I've gained skills to succeed in the workforce.
It's been the best experience.
From Jones, the Jones Bobcats. We invite them to line up on the third base line as we recognize them. They're 38-6, ranked number 7 in the country. Leading off, the pitcher, number 17, Luckett. The right fielder, number 5, Dixon. In the 3 slot is the DP, number 22, Lindsay. The third baseman, I got your number wrong. I apologize. Butcher Lewis. The second baseman, number 19, is Smith. Shortstop, number 12, Hoffman. The catcher, 1-3, DuPont. At first base, number 4, Gatlin. And in left field, number 21 is Jackson. At the flex position is number 9, Saunders. Along with the remainder of the JC Bobcats, assistant Conrad, and incoming head coach, Torrey Duke. Torrey, we remember you. You're a great player. You'll do fine. In his last visit to ICC as head coach, he's been Coach of the Year, won every award at least twice, 40-plus wins every year. He's won state, regional, national titles. He is our respected rival and our friend. He's the father of one of our favorite volleyball players on our outstanding volleyball team, Marley Robinson. Ladies and gentlemen, head coach of JC Bobcats, Chris Robinson. And now for the number 18, ICC Lady Indians leading off. Second baseman, 8, is Skate Thompson. In center field, number 1, Sammy Day Jones. The DP is number 24, Jesse Smith. At catcher, number 30, Riley Tyree. At first base, 1-1, Julia Shaw. In right field, number 4, Hannah Grace Gillian. At third base, number 18, Haley Alverson. In left field, number 21, Maggie McVeigh. And at shortstop, number 13, Allie Beckley. In the flex position, the pitcher, 1-4, Emily Robinson. And the remainder of the ICC Lady Indians, assistant coach Kristen Hawkins, and the best young coach in America in her first year, Kelly Beth Ernest. We invite you to stand out of respect to the greatest country on planet Earth as we play our national anthem. Let's play ball.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed, attach images to your transactions, apply travel notices to your account, and make person-to-person payments. You can even set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or just to monitor your account balance. The best part is that you can bank anytime, anywhere.
At First American National Bank, get that hometown feel the high-tech touch.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Good afternoon and roll Tribe, ICC fans, and welcome here to game 1 of 2 this afternoon between the number 7 Jones Bobcats and number 18 ICC Indians. Your First American National Bank opening pitch coming your way at 10:28. That's a 10:28 First American National Bank opening pitch, and it goes for a ball. This is Emily Robinson in the circle here for ICC. That pitch across for a strike is Nia Luckett, Aaliyah Dixon, and Lauren Lindsay to start things off here in the top of the first for the Bobcats. This game originally scheduled for yesterday. Mother Nature had other plans, as this pitch is going to be a grounder, fouled off. 1-2 now is the count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and no outs as Luckett is starting us off here in the top of the first. We'll give you today's Coca-Cola starting lineups here in the exchange of the inning. So waiting the 1-2 offering here. This one popped up, back and out of play, and we'll sit at 1-2. Jones comes in with a record of 38-6, 22-2 in conference play. ICC with a record of 29-12, 16-8 inside conference play. Jones still in chase for that conference championship, as there's going to be a ground ball, backhanded, knocked down, throw across the way is not in time. And that'll be an E4 to start the contest there.
The batter for Jones in the 2 slot, number 5, Dixon.
And this will be Dixon now coming to the plate. Play there that you've seen time and time again as it's like Luckett may be shaken up over there as she was heading to first, as Coach Chris Robinson going to go across the way to check on Luckett. Of course, Chris, a good friend of mine and the program here at ICC. This is his final year as head coach at Jones. So we wish the best for Chris as he continues his next chapter in life, as Luckett seems to be okay over there at first. And now this will bring Dixon, the right fielder, to the plate. So Dixon will dig in, no outs, and a runner at first here for the Bobcats. Infield coming in, that pitch across for a strike. They've got a little bit of a shift here as Julia Shaw, who is playing first, is actually in where the second baseman normally is that pitch high for a ball. And they've got the second baseman playing first base in this case. 1-1 now is the count. Third baseman sneaking in. Shortstop playing more up the middle here. Swing and miss for strike 2. Take a look at that Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Work defensive alignment there. You see where Skate, who is normally the second baseman, is basically tucked in the line right there behind first base, and Shaw tucked in tight there up the middle. 1-2 pitch on its way. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Big time Renaissance Bank strikeout there.
Now batting
from
for
the
Jones,
all-time
the
career
DP,
strikeout
number
leader
22,
in ICC,
Lindsay.
Emily Robinson. She is second in the single season strikeouts. That was strikeout 135 on the season. Olivia Burns owns that at the 168 mark. So now with 1 out and a runner at first, that pitch is going to miss low for a ball, as this is Lauren Lindsay at the plate. Jim Robb is also second in the conference, as that's Rogers of Pearl River. She's leading that, as there's going to be a ground ball, foul ball. 1-1 now is the count. Rogers has got 204 strikeouts. I believe that was coming into yesterday versus today. And then she's also had 500 career strikeouts down at Pearl River, so she's left her legacy down there in Poplarville. She's 6th in the conference with a 1.84 ERA. That's Robinson, who's in the circle here for ICC. 1-1 now is the count here to the DP. Runner goes, throw down is not going to be in time, and that's going to be a stolen base for Luckett. Well, for ICC fans, Nia Luckett, well, she's just about miss everything. Luckett is first with 58 runs scored in the conference, second with a 482 batting average, second with 66 hits, fifth with 25 walks, sixth with now 24 steals, and she'll get to start in the circle here in game 1. That pitch high for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. Well, it seems like Nia Luckett and Carly Lewis pretty much just own all the records, or not records, but the upper part of the standings stat-wise, as that pitch finds the corner for a strike. 2-2 now is the count. Lauren Lindsay at the plate. She's heading to Southern Miss at the conclusion of her career here. Got to be careful. She's got some pop in her bat, as she's got 14 home runs on the season. 2-2 pitch. There's going to be a flare out to the right side, and that's going to drive in a run. Luckett's going to try to score. The throw is not going to be in time. The runner's going to go to second, and she'll be there. So that's going to be an RBI single for Lindsay that scores Luckett. Lindsay advanced on the throw home.
The batter for Jones.
And now this will be Carly Lewis coming to the plate.
Excuse me. third baseman, Lewis.
We talked about the stats of Luckett, and I said Carly Lewis is right behind her. She is third in the conference with 63 hits, fourth with 51 RBIs, ninth with a .412 batting average. She's tied for 10th with 42 runs scored and 13 doubles. That first pitch across for a strike. 0-1 is the count here to Lewis. That pitch just high and outside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. It's 1-0 here in the top of the first after an RBI single by Lauren Lindsay that scored Nia Luckett. I had Nia reaching on an error. Of course, my stats are never official. As 1-2 now is the count. After that foul ball down the left side. So waiting the 1-2 offering here to Lewis, the third baseman. Pitch on its way. This one grounded. It's going to get through. And they're going to hold the runner at third. It's a nice job quickly getting that one back in by Maggie McVeigh. That's going to be back-to-back singles there. Off the bat of Lindsay and
the batter for Jones is Smith.
So now that's going to bring up Catherine Smith to the plate here. Bobcats leading this one 1-0, but threatening with runners on the corners here with one out in the top of the first. This is Catherine Smith, the second baseman. She's second in the conference with 16 home runs in the year, tied for 8th with 21 walks on the year. So as per usual, plenty of pop in the bats of this Robinson-led Bobcat squad. Shows bunt, pulls back, and takes it for strike one. We do welcome those watching in favor of the Indians this afternoon, but do want to say a special hello to those that are watching in favor of the Bobcats. That pitch missing for a ball. Sean Wansley, Kevin Maloney do a great job for you guys down there in that SID department. Both of them good friends of mine, and happy to be able to work with them out there. 1-1 now is the count. Still one out in the inning. This pitch fouled off, and that'll go for strike two. 1-2 now is the count. Mark Easley, he typically does the play-by-play for that, and I know you know why he's a good guy, because he's a fellow Calhoun County-an. The pride of Vardaman, if you will. So waiting the 1-2 pitch here from Robinson. And that one just missing low for a ball. 2-2 now is the count. Good eye on the part of Smith. That was a tough pitch to hang off of there. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here. Runners on the corners for the Bobcats. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Second out of the inning, second strikeout.
The batter for Jones, the only player from Florence.
And now this is to be Gabby Hoffman coming to the plate. Hoffman will dig in with 2 outs. Runners on the corners here for the Bobcats. ICC trailing this one 1-0, trying to get out of the inning with minimum damage done. Grounder, foul ball, strike 1. And again, you look to my right, these notes provided by Lee Adams, and just about everybody in the lineup is in the top 10 of some stat batting wise for Jones, as Hoffman is 9th with 10 home runs and 9th with 44 RBI. Swing and a miss there. Beautiful pitch by Imran. Talk about her second in the conference in strikeouts. She's already got 2 here in the inning. 0-2 is the count. Hoffman at the plate playing shortstop. Runner goes, they fake the throw, and that'll be a easy stolen base there for Lewis. As the count now goes 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Indians trying to get out of the inning here. Only giving up 1 run, 1-2. That pitch just high and outside. 2-2 now is the count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here. breeze starting to pick up. There is rain in the forecast for shortly after lunch. That pitch, just a little bit too far inside for the umpire's liking. And Robinson a little frustrated after that one. She thought she picked up her third Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game, but instead now the count goes full at 3-2. 3-2 pitch on its way, and Walker. That pitch just fell off the table a bit too soon. That's going to be the first walk of the day issued there by Imrob.
Now batting,
this
for
is going to bring
Jones
up
in the
Landry
7th
DuPont.
slot. The catcher, 1-3, DuPont.
So DuPont will come in here batting in the 7th spot. She is catching in game 1. Bases full of Bobcats. That pitch missing low for a ball. 1-0 is the count here to the catcher. So 1-0 is the count. Imrob taking a little bit of time now to gather herself. Now sets to deliver the pitch. That one drops in the zone for a strike. 1-1 now. The count here on DuPont. Again, remind you, we'll give you today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups in the exchange of innings. Has a 1-1 pitch on its way. That one, missed low. So we've got a small strike zone so far here in the contest, but as long as it stays both ways, that's all you want at the end of the day. It's on the pitchers to adjust to what the umpire's calling. 2-1 now is the count. This one hammered deep, left field. Left fielder goes back and catches it in foul territory for out number 3. Big out there for the Indians.
There was 1 run on 2 hits. There was 1 Itawamba error, 3 left on base.
And we'll keep it here real quick. As we said, we'll give you today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups for both squads. We've already introduced you to the first 7 batters of the contest here for Jones. We'll recap those for you. Leading things off was Nia Luckett. She's the pitcher. Aaliyah Dixon batting second. She's in right field. Lauren Lindsay is the DP. She's batting third. Batting fourth is Carly Lewis. She's playing third base. Batting fifth is Catherine Smith. She's at second. The shortstop batting in the 6th spot, also playing the 6th position on the field, is Gabby Hoffman. And then that number 7 batter you just saw fly out there to left field is Landry DuPont. She's catching. To round out the final 2 batters of the lineup, Meg Gatlin is playing at first base, batting 8th, and Elise Jackson is in left field. She's batting 9th. The flex player today is Tia Rain Sanders. She's the center fielder for Jones. That is your Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups for the number 7 Bobcats. For ICC, it looks like this. Leading things off will be the second baseman, Sarah Kate Thompson. Sammy Day Jones will be in center field. Jesse Smith will be the DP, batting third. Batting fourth will be Riley Tyree. Batting fifth is Julia Shaw. Hannah Grace Gilliam will be in right field. Haley Alberson will be the third baseman. Maggie McVeigh will be in left field. And Allie Beckley will be batting 9th, and she's the shortstop. And we've already introduced you to Emily Robinson, who is the pitcher here in Game 1 for ICC. ICC and Coke, now that's a winning combination, and Coach Ernest hopes she's got that same winning combination put together here in Game 1 against the Bobcats. 1-0 is your score after an RBI single by Lauren Lindsay. ICC escaped a bases-loaded situation there in the top part of the first. Nia Luckett in the circle here for Jones. Her first pitch missing outside for a ball. Pitching-wise, Nia is 8th in the conference, comes in with a 2.09 ERA. And that pitch finds the corner for a strike. 1-1 is the count. She's 10th in the league as well with 94 strikeouts. It's a name that, if you've played in this league, you're familiar with. Nia has been a thorn in a lot of people's sides over the years as a fastball swung on and missed for strike 2. 1-2 now is the count. So 1-2 now is the count here on Sarah Kate Thompson, the second baseman. Swing and a miss, and that's going to go for strike 3.
The batter for the Lady Indians, the center fielder, number 1.
So a nice job just getting that pitch to drift outside for a swing and a miss there. And now this is going to bring up center fielder Sammy Day Jones to the plate. Day Jones playing in center field. So Day Jones will try to get the bats fired up here for the Indians. They trail it 1-0. Luckett's pitch on its way drifts high for a ball. Well, that's one thing you've got to do if you're ICC, and it's tough to do against a pitcher like Nia Luckett. You've got to be patient at the plate. Wait on a pitch that you feel like you can hit. The problem is that right there. She has a great job of hitting her locations, especially on that outer edge part of the plate, to left-hand batters. 1-1 now is the count. Same pitch, a little high, 2-1 now. The count here to Day Jones. So Thompson struck out. Day Jones to the plate now, and Jesse Smith will be due up here for the Indians in the bottom of the first. Swing and a miss, late on that one. 2-2 now is the count here to Day Jones. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out is the situation here to Day Jones. Nobody on. Bottom of the first inning, Jones leading this one 1-0. Pitch on its way, and paints the corner for another Renaissance Bank strikeout. That's what we said, you got to be patient, but at the same time, when you are patient, Nia's able to hit them corners like that, and when she's on, she's tough. And 2 Renaissance Bank strikeouts to start the contest, and now this to bring up Jesse Smith. So with 2 outs in the inning, Jesse Smith going to try to spark a 2-out rally here. Swings the first pitch she sees, fouls it back for strike 1. 0-1 now the count here to Smith. If she were to reach, it'll be Riley Tyree due up next for the Indians. So 0-1 is the count here to Smith. That went in there for a strike. 0-2 now is the count. Well, if you're in the Indians, you got to notice that Luckett feels very comfortable throwing that pitch to her right side part of the plate. And she's been able to throw them from strikes. 0-2 is the count. That pitch missing just high. 1-2 now is the count here to Smith. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Nobody on here for the Indians. We're in the bottom of the first, game 1 here in Fulton. 1-2 pitch on its way. This one hit, popped up, and it is going to be reeled in out there in right field by Dixon, and the Indians will go 3 up, 3 down there in the bottom of the first. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we shift now to the top of the second inning. For Jones, it'll be the 8-9-1 batter scheduled up. Gatlin, Jackson, and back to the top of the lineup.
These
And
two
Luckett.
teams, their sophomore classes, are on pace to combine for more than 150 career wins. Leading off for Jones, the first baseman,
Meg
number 4.
Gatlin will be coming to the plate here. She's playing first base. As Rob getting set to deliver this pitch. Gatlin getting her first at bat of the afternoon. Jones sits 7 to the plate as that pitch across for a strike. Left bases loaded in the top of the first after a fly ball out to left field in foul territory was reeled in by Maggie McVeigh. 0-1 is the count here to Gatlin. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 0-2 now is the count. Rob did have 2 Renaissance Bank strikeouts in the top half of the first. It was an RBI single by Lauren Lindsay. That's the difference in the contest right now. Waiting the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Ball gets away. Throwdown is in time for the putout.
The batter for Jones, the left fielder, number 21, Jackson.
And so now that's to bring up Jackson to the plate, who is playing in left field. There is 1 out and nobody on here. We're in the top of the second inning. Well, for Jones, this is an important game because they're trying to keep pace to not only win the regular season conference championship, but host the Region 23 tournament, I believe, in 2 weeks. Is that first pitch for a strike? Is that pitch missing high for a ball? 1-1 now is the count. Of course, if Colin were to somehow win the conference, Jones finished second, Jones would still host. As there's going to be a liner to the second baseman, scooped up, threw across the way for the out, 4-3. Or did they drop it? They dropped it. It's what happens when you assume, folks. I just started writing that one down before the play was complete.
Back to the top of the order for Jones,
And
the
that is
pitcher,
going to be
number
the second
17,
error of the day on the Indians. And that one, unfortunate there, as that was, for lack of better words, an easy out. And you can't do that against a team like Jones. They cashed in on the first error of the day by the Indians when Nia Luckett scored on a single by Lauren Lindsay. And now with 1 out in the inning, it's going to be Luckett at the plate here for the Bobcats. So Rob getting set to deliver the pitch. Runner goes, throw is not in time. Matter of fact, gets out into center field. And that'll be a stolen base there for Jackson. So runner moves into scoring position after the error. The pitch was called a ball. 1-0 is the count here to Luckett. So 0-1 is the count. 1 out. Runner at second here for the Bobcats. 1-0 is the score. Off speed, change up. Hangs up high for a ball. 2-0 now is the count. That one goes for a ball. Excuse me, I got it 3-0, but it's actually 2-1. So that first pitch apparently called a strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. Runner at second. This one hammered right side and foul. Well, that one took a ride, and Rob kind of leaned a little bit to help that one go foul, and nothing but a long, exciting strike there off the bat of Luckett. 2-2 now is the count. So 2-2 now is the count. Rob would love to find that second out here of the inning, as she's ready for the 2-2 offering here. This one Flared out to the left side. Good job finding a piece of the ball there by Luckett. And the count will stay at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at second here for the Bobcats. They lead it 1-0 here in game 1 in the top of the second inning. Robinson in the circle, gets set to deliver the pitch. Luckett at the plate. This one hammered to the right side. It's going to get through. Are they going to test the arm of the right fielder? No, they're going to hold her up at third. And so that'll be a single for Luckett. And a nice at bat for Luckett there. She put a charge into one that went foul.
For Jones in the 2 slot.
Then fouled one off and
Dixon
was able to hang in there and just put them where they ain't in that case and put it out in right field. And now this is going to be Dixon coming to the plate. And we're going to have a little bit of a conversation here, maybe a change for the Indians here early on. As Jones has got runners on the corners with 1 out here. And so we are going to have a pitching change. So we got a call to the bullpen. We're going to take it with them and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, Roll Tide!
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Show your school spirit with our exclusive debit cards. Represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We do have a call to the bullpen here being brought to you by Tommy Morgan Real Estate Agent Ricky Murphy. New pitcher in the game is going to be Haley Alberson coming in to pitch. She was originally at third base, so she will take over in the circle. Moving over to third base is going to be Wolf. Avery Wolf is moving over to third. Looks like everybody else is staying the same in this case. So not only was it a Tommy Morgan Real Estate Agent pitching change, but a Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works defensive lineup change for the Indians as well. It's going to be a cutoff, and now they're going to try to get her in a rundown, and she's going to dive back safely without an issue there. So I believe that first pitch was called a strike. We'll see what he shows here. He barked awful loud, and he did call it a strike. Well, that was a gift, if you will, for the Indians, as that pitch looked up a little bit. That pitch in there for a strike. 0-2 now is the count here as Alberson in the circle, replacing Robinson here with 1 out in the second. Runners at second and third after that last stolen base. So that pitch fouled off will sit at 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Runners at second and third here. Indians needing to find an out here in a big way. Not a bad spot to miss the pitch there. Good eye on the part of Dixon to hold off on that one. She was a strikeout victim in her first at bat. That one missing outside as well. Just couldn't get her to go chase one there. 2-2 now is the count. Swinging and nope, just fouled it back. Thought she swung and missed, but was able to find a piece of it. 1-2 is the count. This one hammered, hit deep. Center fielder going back towards the wall, and it's going to be off the wall. This will score 2, and it's going to be a triple. My goodness. The speed of Dixon. As she just took off and nearly caught up with the runner that had to hang up at second to make sure it wasn't caught. And that is a 2-run triple off the bat of Dixon.
Jones, the DP, 22, Lindsay.
And so now with that, it's 3-0 Jones. Still no out, or excuse me, 1 out. Runner at third, and this is Lindsay, who had an RBI single in her only at bat so far. Stands in, takes that one for a strike. 0-1 is the count. No balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. Lindsay at the plate. She was left stranded, part of a bases loaded situation to end the first. Is that pitch missing low and outside for a ball? 1-1 now is the count. The baseball went on the road yesterday, split with Jones, and I feel like that pretty much locked the Indians in on hosting the best 2 out of 3 series. As there's a ground ball to the third baseman, throw it across the way. Now they're going to come home with it and miss the tag. Smart slide there on the part of Dixon as she slid wide to avoid the tag there. And so that would be an RBI ground out by Lindsay.
Number 3.
If she slides in like you normally do, like say a foot first slide, or with that slide to the far side, stretched out the arm, allowed her to avoid the tag. And so now with 2 outs in the inning, this is going to be Lewis at the plate. She hammers the first pitch she sees, and it's out to center field for her second single of the day.
Now batting for Jones, the second baseman, 1-9, Smith.
So that is the 5th hit of the game here. Now this will bring Smith, who struck out in her first at bat, and they're going to bring out a sliding glove here for Lewis. So 2 outs. Runner at first. Jones has put 3 on the board here in the top of the second. That pitch goes high for a ball. 1-0 is the count. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Indians trying to get out of this inning with minimum damage done. That one finds the corner for a strike. 1-1 now. The count here to Smith. So the 1-1 pitch on its way. And that one just falls off the table a bit too soon for the umpire's liking. 2-1 now. The count here to Smith. So waiting the 2-1 offering here from Alberson. That one missing for a ball. 3-1 now is the count. So waiting the 3-1 offering here, and walks it. First walk of the game there for Alberson. Second walk drawn there by the Bobcats. So this will be Gabby Hoffman, who walked in her only at bat so far. So still 2 outs here in the inning. Runners at first and second. Hoffman at the plate. That one in there for a strike. She enters this series with 10 home runs and 44 RBI. Both those marks good for 9th in the league. 0-1 is the count here to the shortstop Hoffman. Now make it 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Runners at first and second here. Bobcats leading this one 4-0 in the top of the second. That pitch missing outside for a ball. 1-2 now is the count. So 1-2 pitch coming. Hit, shortstop's only going to have one play, and it's going to be across the way. The throw is in time. Nice job there by Beckley to get the final out and stop a little bit of the bleeding there for the Indians as they trail it now 4-0. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was steaks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to shift here to the bottom of the second inning. We want to remind you of some more of our sponsors. You've got Davis Ford, a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics. Little Caesars, Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland. The ICC Baptist Student Union. The ICC Wesley Foundation. The ICC Alumni Association and Foundation. And of course, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi and Samstown Market, located out there in Manatee. For ICC, it's going to be the 4, 5, 6 batters scheduled up. And Riley Tyree, the catcher, will start us off. She'll be followed by Julia Shaw and Hannah Grace Gillian. Bottom of the second, Jones with a 4-0 lead after putting 3 on the board there in the top half of the inning. This ball blistered out deep, and it's going to be off the top of the wall. And that's going to be a Davis Ford double to start the inning there for Tyree. Big time hit there as the Indians trying to answer here.
Number 11, Julia.
As now this is going to be Julia Shaw. Fought that one for a second. Might have had a chance to exit the ballpark, but needed to be about a foot higher to get out of here as that one hit just underneath the yellow of the wall. That first pitch high and outside for a ball. This is Julia Shaw playing at first base. As 1-0 is the count here to Shaw after that pitch from Luckett drifts high. We got Tyree at second. That pitch in there for a strike. That was the 15th double of the season for Riley Tyree. She entered the series tied for 6th in the league with doubles. 1-1 now is the count here to Shaw. So 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. That pitch finds the corner for a strike, 1-2. Now is the count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Luckett gets the signal, now set to deliver here. 1-2 pitch on its way. This one fouled off and will sit at 1-2 here for Shaw. Well, Shaw has had some timely and clutch hits in her young career here at ICC. The Indians would love to see if she can come up with one here. Luckett, however, looking for her 3rd strikeout of the game here with this 1-2 pitch. That pitch goes high, ball gets away, and the runner will head to 3rd. So it'll be a pass ball there. And now the Indians would really love for Shaw to come up with one of those clutch hits. Maybe even just a fly ball out to the outfield to plate Tyree, who is now at third. That pitch called a ball. He had a loud bark to it, and Shaw thought he called it strike 3. I did too. And then he said, nope, that's ball 3. 3-2 now is the count. So new life here for Shaw. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Big time Renaissance Bank strikeout there for Luckett.
For the Lady Indians,
Third of the game.
number 4, Hannah
97th of the season. So one out now. This will be Hannah Grace Gillian, the right fielder, coming to the plate. Hannah Grace bat has caught fire over the last month, and she has worked her way into that lineup out there in right field. Runner at third with one out now. That pitch high for a ball. Well, you can hear it. Luckett, she can sling it. She throws hard. As that pitch drift a little high right there. 1-0 is the count here to Gillian. So 1-0. And that pitch drifting outside. 2-0 now is the count here to Hannah Grace. Hannah Grace, a freshman out of Mantachi. Awaiting this 2-0 pitch here from Luckett. Shows bunt. It goes foul back into your living room. And 2-1 now is the count. Indians trying to kind of catch the Bobcats by surprise, but quick reaction there by Luckett. We're in the bottom of the second. 4-0 is your score in favor of Jones. 2-1 is the count here to Gillian. Swing and a miss. That will even things up at 2-2. There is a runner at third here for ICC. They're trying to find a way to get one of those runs back that they gave up there in the top half of the inning. 3 of those they gave up. The big blast coming off a 2-run triple off the bat of Dixon. This ball hit to the right side, popped up. Going to give chase, and it will get out of play and will stay at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Runner at third. Gillian fouls that one off to keep the at-bat alive here. So Hannah Grace going to step out and take his second here. And she will step in with Luckett ready to go here. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Another Renaissance Bank strikeout there for Luckett, 4th of the game, and that's a big one there.
Number 18, Haley Alberson.
And now the pitcher, Haley Alberson, coming to the plate here. Alberson is not the pitcher of record so far for the Indians, as 3 of the 4 runs on the board belong to starter Emily Robinson. Hay will dig in here. And that first pitch missing outside for a strike. Alberson and Bailey Ware will be heading to Christian Brothers. They announced that on social media recently. Congratulations to those 2 that will be continuing their career after ICC. There's a shot right back to Luckett, catches it at her knees, and the Indians could not cash in.
There was 1 hit.
On the leadoff Davis Ford double by Tyree. We'll take a break as we play 2 here in Fulton. Jones leads it 4-0. Back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Ooh, fumble. Let's give her a Renaissance replay. Make the right call with Renaissance and get cell phone protection with Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. Sign up today.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, Roll Tide!
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We get set to go to the third inning here. More changes for the Indians, and we have another call to the bullpen, as this will be Julia Shaw, who is coming in to pitch here for the Indians. She was originally at first base, so Rain Rippey will enter to play first base. And the pitcher that was in the circle is Haley Albertson. She will head back to third base, as that is a Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works defensive alignment here for the Indians. For Jones, it'll be the 7, 8, 9 batters due up, and DuPont is going to start us off here. Shows bunt, pulls back and takes that one for a ball. Shaw is a freshman out of Hernando. DuPont flew out to left in foul territory to end the first with bases loaded. And that one in there for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. Jones sent 7 to the plate in the first inning, 8 in the second. They lead it 4-0. They've got 5 hits. As that pitch outside for a ball as DuPont shows bunt again. 2-1 now is the count. ICC with only 1 hit. It was Riley Tyree starting off the second with a double. She advanced to third on the pass ball, but was left stranded. That pitch in there for a strike. 2-2 now is the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs here as DuPont leading us off. Gatlin and Jackson to follow here in the top of the third inning. That one hops across for ball 3. 3-2 now is the count. So waiting the 3-2 pitch here to DuPont, who is starting us off here in the top of the third inning. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Good start to the inning there with a Renaissance Bank strikeout.
For Jones, number 4, Gatlin.
As that was Shaw who gets credit for her first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. 4th overall in the contest for the Indians. 1 out now, and this is Meg Gatlin who struck out. She was put out 2-3. As there's a grounder right back to Shaw. She's going to toss it over 1-3 to retire Gatlin. So 2 quick outs now. And this is going to be Jackson, the left fielder, coming to the spot, coming to the plate. Jackson reached on an arrow, stole the base, and scored part of that 3-run third inning. So Shaw awaiting the signal here, gets it, and now is set to pitch. Shows bunt, and that one called a strike. Shaw got just enough of the zone there for the umpire's liking. As a few of the Jones fans thought that one was up in the zone a little bit. 0-1 now is the count. That one outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs. Nobody on here in the top of the third. That one trails back in and called a strike. And 1-2 now is the count here on Jackson. So waiting the 1-2 pitch here for Shaw. 2 outs, nobody on, top of the third. That pitch missing outside, 2-2 now. The count here to Jackson. So waiting the 2-2 pitch here. Grounder, foul, and will stay at 2-2. We also want to thank First American National Bank, Tommy Morgan Real Estate Agent, Ricky Murphy, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works for sponsoring today's action here on the ICC Sports Network. Pending how far we get into the day, I may not be around here for game 2. As this one's going to be fouled off, 2-2 will stay the count. Got a wedding this afternoon. It's not mine, one of my kids. As congratulations to Madison Haley. Y'all may remember her from 2 or 3 years ago. She was the What a Play Wednesday girl, as she was dubbed by the students. Her and Todd Robinson getting married this evening. She did. She was originally signed with the softball team, as this pitch is back and off the netting, so we'll sit at 2-2. Current recruiter here at ICC as well. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. As Jackson battling to keep the at-bat alive here, trying to see if she can find a way to extend the inning. Indians looking for their first 3-up, 3-down inning of the day here. 2-2 pitch on its way from Shaw. And that one just missing. Well, apparently the umpire likes the pitches up today versus low, as that was one of those borderline pitches that just didn't quite go the way of the Indians there. Now the count goes 3-2. Shaw to deliver. And loses her. 2-out walk issued to Jackson, and back to the top of the lineup that has been hot today here for the Bobcats.
Number 17.
And this will be Luckett coming to the plate. She reached on an error, scored a run. Singled, has stolen 2 bases, and has scored 2 runs, I should say. And so she has been a tough out here for the Indians, as she'll dig in with 2 outs and a runner on first. Defense shifting here, anticipating the slap hit. And that first pitch, I don't know. He called it a strike, as Luckett was just standing there, taking the whole way that time. And Shaw was like, where was that pitch the last batter? He would have got out in the inning had you have called it. But I digress. 0-1 is the count. Runner goes. Throw down is not in time. Jackson with her second stolen base of the day. 1-1 now is the count here to Luckett. With Jones, they've got plenty of speed, and they're not afraid to scamper around the bases when they've got the opportunities. Runner moves into scoring position here with 2 outs. 1-1 is the count. Luckett at the plate. We're in the top of the third with Jones leading 4-0. That pitch missing for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at second here for the Bobcats. They're leading this one 4-0 here in the top of the third inning. That pitch missing outside. 3-1 now is the count here to Luckett. Imagine Luckett will probably be taking in this situation, unless she just gets something she can absolutely feel like she can tee off on. She almost hit a home run earlier that just went foul. Does pop this one up left field. McVeigh over squeezes it for the out, and the Indians get around a 2-out walk and get out of the inning with no damage done. We'll head to the bottom of the third inning. ICC trailing this one 4-0. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Want to make a good living? Come learn a skill at Max Home. Upholstery trainees start at $15.50 an hour. Our upholsterers average $23 an hour and can make above $28 an hour on production. We're also offering a $500 sign-on bonus to experienced upholsterers. Max Home is hiring for all positions and is willing to train quality people. Max Home makes all their custom-built products in the USA. Join the best, train with the best, be the best. Max Home, Bolton, Mississippi, and Max Home, Sulligent, Alabama.
Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Dark or empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. Cagle Eye Center.com.
Leading off for the Lady Indians.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the bottom of the third inning. It's going to be the 8-9-1 batters due up here. Maggie McVeigh, Allie Beckley, and Sarah Kate Thompson. Indians trail this one 4-0. Only one hit so far this afternoon, and it belongs to Riley Tyree, and that was a Davis Ford double to start the second. There are 5 hits today as this pitch fouled back for strike one. 5 hits for the Bobcats. They've also reached 3 times on walks and twice on errors. As Jones making some adjustments here. So 0-1 is the count here on McVeigh, who is playing in left field. McVeigh's another one of those bats that have got hot, and she has worked her way into the lineup in the latter part of the season. She had a triple in that series against Northwest that I was talking to her at lunch the other day. I was like, did you think about trying to make it an in-the-park home run? And she was like, I didn't realize how quickly I had gotten to third, as there's a late swing and a miss there. 0-2 now is the count. As she got some wheels on her. It's one of those the Indians would love for her to find a way to get on base here. 0-2 now is the count. That pitch just missing outside. Not a bad spot to miss there for Luckett, as McVeigh was able to hold off on that one. 1-2 now. The count here to Maggie. Winning the 1-2 pitch. That one, same spot, same result. 2-2 now is the count. Got some fans peppering the parking lot, watching on the hill out there in left field. Awaiting the 2-2 pitch here to McVeigh. Swings on it, fouls it off, and Coach Ernest hops out of the way, and we'll sit at 2-2. Of course, today was scheduled to be sophomore day, but since they had everyone here yesterday, once the field was determined to be unplayable, they went ahead and had sophomore day yesterday. We'll have that up for you over the weekend on our YouTube channel. Just simply search Let's Go ICC. That's all one word. Let's Go ICC on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel while you're there. Swing and a miss for strike 3 as McVeigh stretched out from one, couldn't find it.
In the ninth,
and that is going to be the 5th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day for Luckett.
Allie Beckley.
And now this is going to be Allie Beckley at the plate. She's a switch hitter. She can slap or swing them. And she's going to come from what she calls the power side of the plate here. So with 1 out, Beckley will try to get the bats fired up here for the Indians, but so far they have struggled to figure out the mystery that is Nia Luckett. That pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 now is the count. A lot of teams keeping a close eye on today's action. Colin being one of those teams. That's who ICC plays on Tuesday. That pitch missing, low for a ball, 1-1. Northwest also probably checking in. They're playing Jones on Tuesday. So it'll be Tuesday, possibly Wednesday, depending on the weather, before we'll know just who finishes as the regular season champs. As this pitch flared out to the right side, and it'll go for a base hit. Second hit of the day, and a nice job there by Beckley going with the pitch. And sending it out to right field for the second hit of the day there for the Indians. And now we go back to the top of the lineup here with one out, a runner at first, and this is going to be Sarah Kate Thompson at the plate. She struck out swinging in her only appearance so far in the contest. Game one, bottom of the third. Jones up 4-0. That pitch missing, low and outside for a ball. Sarah Kate, 9th in the league with 20 stolen bases. Led the Indians in batting average coming into this series with a .355 batting average. She's heading to Union University next season. Shows bunt, lays it down, it goes foul. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and a runner at first. Third base sneaking in a little bit after that bunt attempt. Skateless that pitch. It finds the corner for a strike. 1-2 now is the count. Of course, that game Tuesday against Colin will be our next broadcast here on the Red Channel. Tell you what, ICC has had a tough close to the season. At number 5 Northwest, which they split with. Now number 7 Jones. This pitch fouled out of play. And we'll sit at 1-2. And not for sure if the new rankings come out before Tuesday. I believe they do. But if that's the case, ICC will close the season with 3 of the top 10 teams in the country. So 1-2 now is the count here to Thompson. She's able to find a piece of that one, foul it back off the netting, and we'll sit at 1-2. Sun coming out. Where were you at yesterday? As is a nice breezy afternoon here in Fulton. Again, as we talked about, rain in the forecast right around that 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock hour. So hopefully that will dodge us here in Fulton as this pitch up in the zone. Skate found a piece of it, fouls it back, and keeping the at-bat alive here. So 1-2, the count here to Thompson. She's playing second base this afternoon here in game one. That's where she's been defensively all season for the Indians. Swings on this one, right back up the middle. Luckett slips it to second, and that'll be a fielder's choice. And 1-4 on the putout.
The center fielder, number 1.
That will retire Beckley for 2 outs in the inning.
Day Jones.
And now this will be Sammy Day Jones coming to the plate. She struck out looking in her only at bat so far. So 2 outs in the inning. Runner at first. That's Thompson, who reached on the fielder's choice. It was 1-4 in the putout for those of you that might be scoring at home. Day Jones looks at that first pitch. Outside for a ball. So 1-0 is the count here to Sammy Day Jones, the center fielder. Swing and miss. Big time chop at that one by Day Jones. Couldn't come up with it. Runner looked back to first in that situation. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Sarah Kate does have 20 stolen bases on the season. That pitch missing low for a ball. Doubt you really want to try to chance picking up that 3rd out on the bases here, trailing this one 4-0. It's still in reach for the Indians. You just got to start stringing together some hits here. 2-1 now is the count to Sammy Day Jones. That one paints the corner for a strike. 2-2 now. The count to Day Jones. Well, DuPont not even thinking about throwing. She's pretty much just standing up and looking to run her back to first. 2-2 pitch. That one missing outside. Nice frame job by DuPont, but couldn't quite get the call there. And once again, you see just walking the runner back to first. And if you're Sarah Cates, you've got to be careful there because she could easily look at the pitcher and zip one over to first. As far out as she walked that time. Count's full now. Day Jones at the plate. Luckett delivers the pitch. This one fouled right back into your living room, and we'll stay at 3-2. We invite you to follow us on Twitter at Let's Go ICC. That way you can keep up with games if you're away from your computer or we're not broadcasting the road games. So that pitch goes high, and that'll be a walk. Nice at bat there by Day Jones to draw the walk. That's the first walk of the day issued by Luckett. And now the Indians with runners on first and second. And this will be Jessie Smith, who popped out to right field in her only at bat so far in the contest. Smith, the DP, batting in the third spot. So the Indians trying to get a two-out rally going here. Runners on first and second. That pitch missing low for a ball. 1-0 is the count. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Runners at first and second here for the Indians. They trail 4-0 to the Bobcats here in the bottom of the third. This check swing, foul ball out of play. That'll even things up at 1-1. We also want to thank the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi for sponsoring all the action you've been able to watch on Let's Go ICC TV this season. 1-1 is the count now here to Smith. Smith hammers this one, but it's going to go back and foul. And now the count goes 1-2. Breaking the action as the umpire needs some softballs here. Talked about Twitter earlier. You can also follow us on Instagram. We've got Snapchat. We don't do a whole lot with it, but you can also follow us on TikTok, all those social media outlets there at Let's Go ICC. 1-2 now, the count here to Smith. Runners on first and second. Nia Luckett still in the circle here as Smith will step out. Waiting the 1-2 pitch. This is grounder, first baseman. Takes it in the chest, steps on the bag, and that will be out number 3. Hard hit ball, but a good job over there at first base by Gatlin to make sure she got in front of that one to keep it from getting away. So the Indians leave 2 runners on the bags. They still trail it 4-0. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Ooh, fumble. Let's give her a Renaissance replay. Make the right call with Renaissance and get cell phone protection with Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. Sign up today.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Leading off the inning for Jones.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the fourth inning. ICC trailing this one 4-0 here in game 1 of 2 this afternoon. Number 7 Jones, number 18 ICC. As it'll be the 2, 3, 4 batters due up here for the Bobcats. Dixon, Lindsay, and Lewis. Shaw still in the circle as that pitch across for a strike. 0-1 is the count here to Dixon. She had that 2-run triple and scored a run in her last at bat. She also struck out swinging in her first as that pitch in the dirt for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. We got graduation coming up in a couple of weeks. Make your plans to join us for that. If you can't, we'll have it here on the ICC Sports Network as that pitch finds the zone for a strike. 1-2 is the count. Do believe we'll have that one on the Red channel. You can visit letsgoicc.com or follow us on Twitter for more information. That pitch just missing outside. 2-2 now is the count. Looked like it was more so low than it was outside, but a good eye on the part of Dixon to take the pitch there. 2-2 now is the count. Shaw's pitch on its way. Swung on, popped up, second baseman there for the out. So 1 away now, and this is going to bring Lindsay to the plate.
Batter, number 22, Lindsay.
Lindsay had an RBI single in her first at bat, grounded out 5-3 in her last at bat, but was still able to drive in a run after the speedy Dixon with a smart slide avoided the tag at home. And that was the last run of the contest. That was back in the second, 4-0 here in the top of the fourth. As this pitch fouled back, 0-1 now is the count. So no balls, 1 strike is the count. 1 out here. Lauren Lindsay at the plate, who is the DP. That pitch missing low and inside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Nobody on here in the top of the fourth. Game 1 between ICC and Jones. 4-0, Bobcats with the lead. Shaw getting set to deliver the 1-1 pitch. This one popped up. Sammy Day Jones calling everyone off and will make the play for out number 2. So 2 away now, and this will be Carly Lewis. Lewis will dig in with 2 out. She's been a tough out today. Heck, I'll go ahead and say it. She's been a tough out all season looking at her stats. 412 coming into the series. That's gone up. She has 65 hits on the year, 51 RBIs. There's a grounder to the third baseman. Throw across the way is in time. And a 3-up, 3-down inning.
There were no runs.
Shaw has come in and kept the bats pretty much quiet for the Jones in her 2 innings pitched. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth, but before we do that, we're going to take a break here, a few words from our sponsors, and be back with more right after this. back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the fourth inning. Riley Tyree will start us off here. She had a Davis Ford double, and her only at bat so far in the contest, and it was off the upper part of the fence. So Tyree will dig in here to start us off in the fourth. That first pitch, all speed inside for a ball. 1-0 is the count. There's a little meat left on the bone in baseball, but we'll try to come up with the scenario for playoffs on Monday. As that pitch missing low for a ball. 2-0 is the count. Both the baseball and softball teams have already punched their tickets to postseason play. It's all about positioning right now. 2-0 is the count. 3-0 now the count here to Riley Tyree. So 3 balls, no strikes, no outs. Tyree ahead in the count here to start the inning. Luckett still in the circle here for the Bobcats. And that's going to be a leadoff walk. Second walk of the game issued there by Luckett.
The batter for the Lady
For
Indians.
the second time today,
Number 11,
the leadoff
Julia
batter will get on here. We'll probably have a runner coming in this situation. And we do, because that's going to be number 7, Martin, coming in to run. Jamaya Martin wearing number 7 coming in to run in place of Riley Tyree. That'll be one of those substitutions. In for offense, out for defense, as Tyree will come back in and catch in the top of the 5th. So no outs. And this is going to be Shaw. Shaw struck out swinging in her only at bat of the day so far. Check swing, and they're going to say she did not go. Surprised they did not appeal. Now they are, and they're going to say she did not. 1-0 is the count here to Shaw. Wind starting to pick up, and it's blowing into the ballpark. That's not a good sign, as this pitch is fouled back and out of play. Well, typically when the wind's blowing on your screen right to left or out of the ballpark, you're okay. But once the wind starts blowing back towards home plate, well, there's usually moisture coming in behind it. This pitch fouled back. 1-2 now is the count. So Shaw, who is pitching now, originally started playing first base. And that one strike 3, got her looking as it paints the corner for the 6th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day for Luckett. And so now this will be Hannah Grace Gillian coming to the plate. She'll dig in with 1 out and a runner at first in Martin, who is running in place of Tyree, who started the inning off with a walk. So Gillian will dig in. This is that first pitch, and it's across for a strike. 0-1 is the count. It looked like she was trying to overthrow a little bit, just calm down and starting to hit her spots, as that's back-to-back pitches that have painted that outside corner for a strike. 0-1 now is the count. This one grounded right back to Luckett. Chance for a Little Caesars double play, and no. It's going to turn into a fielder's choice as the ball gets away on the throw. So Martin is retired for the 2nd out of the inning. For those fans that may be watching for the first time, you just heard the ICC dugout barking. And the story behind that is a funny one. As Patterson, a former center fielder here at ICC, now at UNA, there was a ball that was hit to the gap out and left, as there's a ground ball to short, and that's going to do it there, 6-4 on the putout. And the Indians can't take advantage of the leadoff walk. I'll finish that story when we come back with the top of the fifth. But before we do that, let's take a break and hear a few words from our sponsors. And be back with more right after this.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a maestro of the clarinet, a famous speed solver,
Piece of cake.
a noted cheese connoisseur.
Limburger.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the top of the fifth inning. ICC trailing this one 4-0 here in game one to Jones. For the Bobcats, it'll be the 5, 6, 7 batters due up, Smith, Hoffman, and DuPont. So to continue the story that I was telling before we went to the break, as you heard the ICC dugout barking when the ball came near their dugout, or anytime there's a foul ball hit that way. Well, it goes back to when Patterson was going to chase a line drive to get out to the left, get out to the gap there in left field. And there was a dog laying up next to the fence, and the dog had apparently enjoyed a warm day out at the ballpark and had fell asleep. And the ball, when it rolled up to it and Patterson ran to get it, as they're pitching there for a strike, she had startled the dog when she ran up to it to pick up the hit to left center, and the dog jumped up and started barking, and much like I would have done, Patterson, well, she didn't get the ball. Yeah, she took off before she realized the dog was on the other side of the fence, and that has been a tradition since. Anytime the ball comes near the dugout here at ICC, they start barking and say in honor of that moment. 1-1 now is the count. Off-speed pitch, just missing low. Nice frame job, just couldn't quite get the call there. This is Smith at the plate. She is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. She has walked in her most recent at-bat. She's working with a 2-1 count now, and Shaw in the circle here for the Indians. This one hit to that gap, but there's Maggie McVeigh, and she will step underneath that one and squeeze it for the out.
For Jones. 1-2, Hoffman.
And so now this will bring up Hoffman to the plate. Hoffman also 0 for 1 on the day with a walk. She grounded out 6-3 to end the second in her last at-bat, walked in her first. That pitch missing high and outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Remind you to stay tuned. We'll have the Renaissance Bank postgame report coming your way at the conclusion of this one. So that pitch missing high. 2-0 now is the count. Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. We encourage you to visit renaissancebank.com to find out why. This pitch popped up, backing out of play, and 2-1 will be the count here. There is one out in the inning and nobody on. We're in the top of the fifth of game one. ICC trailing this one 4-0. That pitch slid right back in there for a strike. Evens things up now at 2-2. Good pitch there by Shaw. Completely froze Hoffman, who is at the plate. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Shaw set to deliver the pitch. High pitch popped up. Third baseman Albertson just pretty much walks around in the spot that she was in and will collect that one for out number 2.
Now batting for Jones, the only player from Bogalusa, DuPont.
And now this will be DuPont coming to the plate. She is 0 for 2 on the day. Flew out in foul territory to left with bases loaded to end the first. Struck out to start the third in her last at bat. But the Bobcats have been solid with 2 outs today. And so she's going to see if she can keep that going. Really and truly is that pitch in there for a strike. Shaw has kind of kept the bats quiet here. She had a 2-out walk in the third and just had a 3-up, 3-down inning in the fourth. Looking for the same here in the fifth. That pitch high and outside. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, nobody on here for the Bobcats. They're leading 4-0 here at the top of the fifth in game 1. That pitch just a little bit too far inside for the umpire's liking. Count now goes 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike, and 2 outs. Pitch on its way from Shaw. Not sure where that one missed, but called a ball. 3-1 now is the count. It's one of those, if the catcher, I kind of turn around and ask where that one missed. Maybe just a little bit too inside for his liking. 3-1 pitch, and that'll be a walk. Well, I will claim that one.
Now batting in the 8th slot, number 4.
They were doing a good job of keeping those bats quiet. And then, of course, anytime you say something like that, the commentator's jinx goes into play. And now with 2 outs, this is going to be Gatlin coming to the plate. And Coach Ernest wanting to come out and talk to her infield here. So there's 2 outs in the inning. And I'll tell you what, let's take a quick timeout and be back with more right after this.
Show your school spirit with our exclusive debit cards. Represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB.
And welcome back. No changes made by the Indians. Just maybe wanting to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Looking for that 3rd out of the inning as this is Meg Gatlin, the first baseman, coming to the plate. She is 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a ground out right back to the pitcher. Indians would love either one of those results here for that 3rd out of the inning. Jones, however, wants to spark a little bit of a 2-out rally here in the top of the 5th. Shaw in the circle here for the Indians. That pitch high and outside for a ball. 1-0, the count here to Gatlin. DuPont at first. That pitch high, snap throw down to first, not in time. 2-0 now is the count. Well, that's one thing you got to know if you're playing ICC. They don't mind making that snap throw behind the runner. In that case, as you saw there, 2-0 now is the count. That one had Gatlin all kind of confused as she was moving out of the way, then tried to step back into it. 2-1 now, the count here to Gatlin with 2 outs and a runner at first. The 2-1 pitch. This would hit hard to the right side. Right fielder going back to the wall. Tries to make the jumping catch over her head. And this will score a run, and that will be a Davis Ford RBI double for the Bobcats. Well, that's one of those Hannah Grace just had a good trail on. Couldn't find it. Tried to make the extra effort to get to it. It was just over the top of her glove out there, and now it's 5-0 Jones. And Jackson scheduled up here. It looks like we want to have a change again by the Indians. We'll take a timeout and be back with more right after this.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, Or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And from my family, Roll Tide!
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back. So we do have a call to the bullpen being brought to you by Tommy Morgan, real estate agent, Ricky Murphy, and the new pitcher in here for the Indians is Hallie Turner, fourth pitcher of the game here for the Indians. After that RBI double by Gatlin that scored DuPont, gives Jones the 5-0 lead. This pitch swung on, fouled off, and out of play for strike one. So 0-1 is the count. There's 2 outs and a runner at second here for Jones. We're in game one between these two proud programs. As that pitch goes high for a ball, 1-1 is the count. This is two programs that have, for lack of better words, dominated the last decade of softball in the league. As 1-1 now is the count. As that pitch goes high, 2-1 now. The count here to Jackson Turner. In the circle here, Jackson reached on an error, stole a base, scored a run. She walked, stole the base, but was left stranded in her last at bat. There's a foul ball down the line, and boy, that one wasn't fouled by much. A break there for the Indians. 2-2 now is the count. Of course, when we talk about that dominance over the last decade, you talk about coaches, two of the best coaches in the league, Coach Andy Kirk, who retired last year, Coach Chris Robinson, who is on his farewell tour. He's joining Brother Chris Burrows, two of the best going out at the same time, as Brother Chris retiring as our BSU director. As the pitch missing in the dirt, the runner will scamper down to third. So that will be runner at third now. Yes, Brother Chris, also the team chaplain for 27 years here at ICC. We appreciate everything that he has done, and he has cooked some mean hamburgers over the years as well. Grounder to the first baseman. Throw across the way is in time. Score that one 1-3 to end the inning and get the Indians out with minimum damage done. They do get one run on a RBI double by Gatlin. It's 5-0 Jones as we move to the bottom of the fifth. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Ankle sprains are one of the most common sports injuries, with an estimated 25,000 occurring every day in the United States. Sprains can happen with any sport, including just walking across the yard. Ankle sprains are most common in ball sports such as basketball, soccer, volleyball, and others. As with any injury, your body quickly sends blood to start healing the process, which leads to the swelling. Rest, ice, compression, elevation, known as RICE, is a good way to treat an ankle sprain. This decreases the swelling, lessens your pain, and allows your body to heal the injury. Studies have shown that the sooner you return to activity, the better and typically the faster you will recover. Depending on the amount of injury to the ligaments, it may be days, weeks, or even months to return to high-intensity sports. Sometimes recovery may be slow, but if it gets better day by day or week by week, you are on the right path. If the ankle seems to stop improving and you just can't get back to your activities, then it's time to come see us at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Remember, our story is you.
McVeigh starting us off here, 0-2 count. That pitch missing low, 1-2 now, the count. McVeigh, Beckley, and Thompson. So that pitch just missing outside, 2-2 now is the count here to McVeigh. Saying Indians only 2 hits today. They've walked twice. 2 runners have been left stranded in scoring position. So that pitch missing outside, 3-2 now is the count. So waiting the 3-2 pitch here to McVeigh. And catches the corner for strike 3. 7 Renaissance Bank strikeouts
Batter for the Lady Indians
here in game 1.
1-3, Allie Beckley.
And that last, not this strikeout, but the strikeout before that was Luckett's 100th strikeout of the season. She now has 101 on the season. As now this will be Beckley, who singled to right, was erased on a fielder's choice. As she stands in, takes that first pitch high for a ball. $5-0 Jones with the lead here. That pitch finds the inside corner for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. Beckley, a 2-sport star here at ICC. Starting point guard for the women's basketball team. Quickly adjusted after the season, and that pitch in there for a strike. Found her way into the starting lineup at shortstop here for the softball team, and that's impressive on how quickly she adjusted from one sport to the next. Just shows what type of athlete she is. 1-2 pitch. Missing low for a ball. Not a bad spot to miss there by Luckett. 2-2 now is the count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on here for the Indians. And that one nearly hitting Beckley. Kind of a baby hop out of the way that time, as now the count goes full at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Luckett set to deliver. And that one paints the inside corner. Back-to-back strikeout looking.
To the top
8
of the order for the Lady
Renaissance Bank
Indians.
strikeouts of the day.
Second baseman,
No, we always
number
tell you to
8,
visit
Sarah
RenaissanceBank.com,
Thompson.
but
Thompson.
they've also got, I believe it's RenaissanceNation.com. They've got all those SEC shorts videos, a lot of special videos that you can watch there as well. Top of the lineup now to Sarah Kate Thompson. That's going to be a flare out to the left side, but foul by a foot. Boy, Thompson would have easily had a Davis Ford double if that one stays fair. Might have been flirting with a triple, but instead nothing but an exciting strike there. 0-1 now is the count here to Sarah Kate. She's 0 for 2 on the day. Reached on a fielder's choice, was left stranded in scoring position in her last at bat, struck out swinging in her first. This pitch fouled back to your living room. 0-2 now is the count here to Skate. So no balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. That is the situation here in the bottom of the 5th. Jones leading this one 5-0. Grounder right back up the middle. Luckett said, "Look what I found." Throws it across the way and ends the inning. Indians go 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the 5th. They trail it 5-0. We're going to take a break here. A few words from our sponsors, including Renaissance Bank, and be back with more right after this.
So when are you going to give me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle and the Renaissance mobile app. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make the right call for 24/7 roadside assistance and sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking today.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the 6th inning. Yes, it'll be the
Leading off
1-2-3 batters. This will be Luckett, Dixon, and Lindsay.
Luckett
to start us off here. Luckett flew out to left to end the third in her last at bat, but other than that, it's been a tough out today. As this is Turner still in the circle here for the Indians. Luckett, that's pretty much a scouting report on her. She just stands there and says, all right, I want to make you throw me a strike to at least start this at bat off. If not, she's going to wait till you do. 0-1 is the count. Luckett rips this one, line drive. Center fielder goes out and makes the play. Nice job out there by
in the 2 slot,
Day
5,
Jones
Dixon.
to reel that one in. As that one was hit on a rope there, and if you're half asleep out there in center field, that's down for a double. So with one out now, this is going to be Dixon. Dixon swings on the first pitch she sees. Grounds it to second, throw over in time for the out. So quickly, 2 away here.
The DP, 22.
And now we go to
Lindsay.
the number 3 batter. This is going to be Lauren Lindsay. Lindsay is 1 for 3 on the day with 2 RBIs, a single. She flew out to center for the second out of the 4th inning. Her last at bat had an RBI ground out to third, and then had an RBI single in her first at bat. That first pitch high for a ball. 1-0 is the count here to Lindsay. We're in the top of the 6th inning, game 1. Jones leading this one 5-0. This one popped back and out of play. We'll go to 1-1 now on the count here to the DP Lindsay.
You're so good.
So waiting the 1-1 pitch here for Turner. She's the 4th pitcher of the game here for ICC. Goes off speed and just, whenever I say just misses low. That was one of those that if it might have been a strike 3 call, could have got rung up on that one. Instead, the count goes 2-1. So that pitch drifts high. 3-1 now is the count here to Lindsay. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, nobody on here for the Bobcats in the top of the 6th. They lead it 5-0. Hammered, and it's going to be a diving stop, but that's going to be a base hit there for Lindsay. Heck of an effort just to get to the ball that time by Beckley over at short.
Jones is number 3, the third baseman.
And once again,
Lewis.
Jones coming up in a clutch situation here with 2 outs in the inning. Coming in to run is going to be Tyra Saunders. Saunders coming in to run for the DP. Saunders is the flex player. She's been playing in center field this afternoon, so she will come in to run in this case. 2 outs in the inning, and this is Carly Lewis. Carly Lewis is Jones County for trouble. She is 2 for 3 on the day with a pair of singles, a stolen base. As we've talked about it, she's top 5 in hits, RBIs. She had a .412 batting average coming into this series. That's gone up. She was 9th in the league there. She's tied for 10th in doubles and runs scored. That pitch missing for a ball. 2 for 3 on the afternoon here. Did ground out 5-3 to end the fourth. That pitch is missing low for a ball. 2-0 now is the count. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first here for the Bobcats. They lead at 5-0 here in the top of the 6th. Game 1 of 2 this afternoon here in Fulton. That one hops across. 3-0 is the count. Ball gets away, but the runner had already decided to walk back to first. That pitch taking the whole way that time across the letters for a strike. 3-1 now is the count. Lewis, if she were to reach, and it'll be Smith up next for Jones. This one hit hard to the right side. Right fielder's going to go back and will offer glove. The error will allow the run to score, and this is going to be a throw to third, not in time. And Jones takes the 6-0 lead off the error there in right field. The third error of the game for the Indians. Again, getting it done with 2 outs today has been the story for the Bobcats.
Number 19, Smith.
So now this will be Smith coming to the plate. With the runner at third, still 2 outs in the inning. Tough break there for the Indians, as that would have ended the inning with no damage done. But the Bobcats cash in on the error there. That pitch in there for a strike. This is Smith, the second baseman. She is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a walk. Hammers this one, and that's going to be down for for another run. I was going to say back-to-back hits, but I forgot that last one was an error. But that will be a RBI, or excuse me, no, that should be a single that drives in the run there.
The batter,
it's 7-0 now.
Still from Florence, Hoffman.
And this is going to be Hoffman coming to the plate. We will have a runner coming in here. That will be 23, Dale, coming in to
the runner is Dale.
Well, for the Indians, they did find that third out, because if Dale scores and the Indians can't get anything started in the bottom half of the inning, that'll be ball game. Right now it's 7-0 here in favor of Jones. So Jones is, as we said, doing a good job today with 2 outs in the inning. And, you know, that's just what good softball teams do. You know, they don't necessarily worry about how many outs are on the board. They just attack the pitch and make things happen, and that's what they've done so far. This pitch missing for a ball to Hoffman. She's 0 for 2 with the walk. She popped up to third in her last at-bat, grounded out to short to end the second, then walked in her first at-bat of the day. Hammers this one, and it's going to get through. They're going to hold the runner at second, and that's going to be back-to-back hits now for the Bobcats.
The batter is the catcher.
So now this will bring up DuPont to the plate. She walked, scored a run in her last at-bat, struck out swinging to start the third, and then flew out to left in foul territory with bases loaded in the first. So you've got runners at first and second with 2 outs here. Jones leading this one 7-0 here in the top of the 6th inning. That pitch missing low for a ball. So 1-0 is the count. DuPont awaiting the pitch here. Looks at that one. It's missing for a ball. 2-0 the count. Sky starting to cloud up a little bit more here at the ballpark. 2-0 is the count here to DuPont. This is that pitch high. 3-0 now is the count. So waiting the 3-0 pitch here. That one in there for a strike. Taking the whole way that time was DuPont. So now the count goes 3-1. Runners at first and second here for the Bobcats. They lead at 7-0 in the top of the 6th. This one hit, and it's going to drop, and this should score at least one. And they're going to hold the runner at third, and that's going to be an RBI single for DuPont. Back-to-back singles now. 4th hit of the inning. And it's now 8-0 Jones.
Number 4, the first baseman, Gatlin.
And we're going to have a little bit of a conversation here and possibly send in a runner in this case, and it will, as this will be Howard coming in to run.
Is Howard.
And this will be Gatlin coming to the plate. She had a RBI double in her last at bat. That last hit was the 10th of the game for Jones. And they lead it 8-0 now. Jones has scored 3 runs with 2 outs here in the inning. And the Indians still looking for the exit with runners on the corners here for the Bobcats. Shows bunt. Throw is going to be cut off, and the run will score. Now they're going to have a run down. And that's the out, but the run scores. So 9-0 Jones with the lead. As that was 2-6.
For Jones, there's 4 runs in the inning.
To 4.
4 hits.
For the out. That's what we're going to say. It's probably not right, but either way it goes, Jones does put 4 on the board, and they lead it 9-0. ICC is going to have to get 2 on the board to extend this one. We'll take a break and come back with the bottom half of the 6th right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef.
Needs more lavender.
A wonder at word games.
2 tries, every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the bottom of the 6th. That first pitch missing low and outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count as Sammy Day Jones starting us off. Swing and a miss. 1-1 now is the count. 2, 3, 4 batters due up here for the Indians. Day Jones, Smith, and Tyree. Indians, as we said, trail at 9-0. Got to find a couple of runs here to extend this one. This pitch popped up, out of play for strike 2. Remind you to stay tuned. We'll have the Renaissance Bank postgame report coming your way. Then we'll take a break and come back with game 2 here from Fulton. As Day Jones chases one there for strike 3. It has been the Nia Luckett show today here in game 1. That is her 9th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. And now this will bring up Jessie Smith to the plate. Luckett has given up 2 hits so far. Has only walked 2 and has struck out 9. No errors defensively by Jones. Smith takes a hack at that one. Couldn't find it. 0-1 is the count. So no balls, 1 strike, and 1 out Luckett in the circle trying to go the distance. She could get this run rule victory here. And after that, 4 runs in the top of the 6th. It was 3 in the 2nd, 4 in the 6th. A single run in the 1st and 5th for Jones. That's how we've got here so far. 1-1 is the count. Grounder right back to the pitcher, handled by Luckett. Throws it over, 1-3 on the putout to retire Smith.
Now batting for
So with 2 outs in the inning now, this is going to be Riley Tyree. Tyree is 1 for 1 today with a double. She did advance on a pass ball that was left stranded at third. In the 2nd, she walked. Her runner, Martin, came in, but was erased on a fielder's choice. That was in the 4th inning, so ICC down to their final out here in game 1. Tyree fouls this one back. 0-1 is the count. So no balls, 1 strike, and 2 outs. As may have fouled it back off the catcher, giving her a little bit of a chance to shake it off there. 0-1 now, the count here to Riley Tyree. Tyree fouls that one off, and 0-2 now is the count. Found that one on a check swing, just came off the end of the bat, and now she finds herself in an 0-2 hole here. 9-0 Jones with the lead, trying to close this one out a little early. Here in the 6th inning. The 0-2 pitch, that one missing outside. Not a bad spot to miss there if you're Luckett. Good eye on the part of Tyree to hold off on that one, and now the count goes 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Nobody on here for the Indians. Luckett's pitch, swung on and missed for strike 3, and that's fitting, folks, as that is her 10th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game, and Jones picks up the 9-0 win here in game 1. We're going to take a break and be back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents, not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef.
Needs more lavender.
A wonder at word games.
2 tries, every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to the Renaissance Bank postgame report. ICC falls 9-0 in 6 innings here to the number 7 Bobcats of Jones. Your final line here in game 1 for Jones, it was 9 runs, 10 hits, no errors. For ICC, no runs, 2 hits, and 3 errors. ICC falls to 29 and 13 overall, 16 and 9 in conference play. Jones improves to 39 and 6, 23 and 2 inside conference play, staying in the chase for that regular season championship and the possibility to host the region tournament in a couple of weeks. We think mathematically there's a very slim chance that Northwest can still get back in there, but we also think that that pretty much might have wrapped up at least the hosting duties for Jones. Still has not wrapped up the regular season championship there as well. For ICC, Riley Tyree is our Samstown Market star of the game. She was 1 for 2 with a walk and a double. ICC only managed 2 hits on the day. Kudos and tip of the cap to Nia Luckett, who had a 10 strikeout performance in game 1. Well, that's going to do it here for game 1. ICC falls 9-0. We'll take a break and come back with game 2, hopefully in about 20 minutes, as the clouds are starting to creep into the area. If there is a delay, we do want to remind you can follow along and on Twitter at Let's Go ICC in case there is any type of delay. Back with game 2 in about 20-25 minutes here on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef,
Needs more lavender.
a wonder at word games.
2 tries, every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
When I think of ICC, I think about home.
The moment I stepped on campus, I knew it was a perfect fit.
It helped me find my true self.
It has opened doors for me that I didn't even know existed.
Everyone here wants you to succeed.
I was able to get involved here and make a real difference.
I've met my closest friends here.
There's something for everyone to be involved with.
I've gained skills to succeed in the workforce.
It's been the best experience.